What up, TLounge? Reggie. I'm sorry I'm a day late, but, you know, shit happens. This week's topic is trans resources. And Skylar actually came up with this topic, and I think it's a really good topic because I like to hear where other guys get their information. So I'm thinking maybe someone would like to know where I got my information. So I started transitioning 3 years ago when I was first researching it and trying to find out what it is, and how to do it, and how to go about it and stuff. My first resource was actually a friend who we're no longer friends anymore. But he educated me briefly on what transsexualism is, and excuse me, being a trans man and everything like that, and some of the stuff it entails. From there, I went online and I literally Googled FTM, transsexual help, advice, information, whatever. And from there, I came up with two main sites. I didn't use YouTube because I didn't really know about YouTube that much. I really didn't trust it. I didn't know what was on it. I used it to look at music videos, and if I needed to learn how to do something, I YouTubed it. Searched it on YouTube. So I used thetransitionalmale.com, which is actually a really informative site. They have a couple different programs there too. I know they had the Big Brother Binder program, and I think they still do. They just have more restrictions on it because, you know, people take advantage of free shit. And I know that he started making his own STP packer called the FTM Stud. It's like $50. They do a couple other things, and his name's Nick. He runs the whole site, and kudos, man. I think you do a great job. The other site was ftmguide.org, I think. It's Hudson's Guide, whatever. That is probably the most informative site you can find. I mean, it's got everything on it from from what it is, what it means, to different definitions, to how to go about finding a barbershop, to using the bathroom, locker room, all sorts of shit. I mean, it's a whole bunch of information packed into a website, and I think it's a really great site. I encourage all trans men to look at that site, because that site helped me like nobody's business. And I still go back to it, and I'll still refer to it if I need help doing something, because now that I'm on T, I've started using the men's restroom all the time. Not all the time, but if I'm still unsure about my passing ability, so not all the time, but most of the time I've started using the men's restroom. I've started trying to more portray myself as a man. Like, I've always portrayed myself as a man, but like it's happening more now, so I'm like referring to like different situations I might be in, and that website still helps me to this day. The other resource was actually my therapist. My therapist is actually, Dr. Graham Peveler or something. He actually gave me a lot of information on trans, and so that helped me a lot too. I know nowadays guys are really into YouTube and seeing what is happening with other guys and stuff like that, and by all means, your number one resource is gonna be your friends, people you know, people you talk to. That's gonna be your resource, because you're gonna get experience, you're gonna get advice, and you're gonna find other places to get information. But don't let it be your only resource, because everyone is different, and you do need to see other information also. So that's that's about it for this week, except that I'm gonna be posting another video here in a minute, so keep an eye out, and I hope everyone watches it. Yeah, resources are great. It's good to have a lot of them, and your number one resource is gonna be your friends. But another resource is actually going to be yourself. And for parents and friends and family of trans, if you go on the FTM guide also, they have they have a section for family and friends, informational purposes. And as always, any resources you use, any advice you receive, is not intended to substitute a physician or a therapist. So always make sure you consult your therapist or your doctor before you take anyone's advice. So, alright, that's it, guys. I'll catch you next week. And peace out. Have a good one.